Hey guys, and welcome to this new YouTube stream. Today we're gonna be doing this stream fully in English, and you should wondering why this guy is talking now in English, because well, my previous streams were in talking in Spanish. This stream is gonna be fully in English, just to practice a little bit more about my, just to practice just basically my English. So feel free guys if you wanna come in and talk to me. Today is the second streaming of the day, and we are gonna be flying, let me quickly see here, we are gonna be flying the Air Canada for a flight. So which fly? That's the question here. Okay guys, so basically I'm gonna go to as we always do, we're gonna be doing, let me quickly just see on this other tab here. I would like to see the stream here, right? And then we're gonna move to basically the flight plan. We're gonna be configuring all the flight plan for today, right? So great. So basically guys, I would like to go with a fly. I don't know if we can actually do a fly, knowing that we are gonna be basically flying an Air Canada 737. I think that the best idea that we should try to do is basically to do a fly from Canada to USA, right? So for that, I think that we should try, I think that this, for example, this airport is from Canada, but let me just double check that just in a second, guys. Okay. So what I'm gonna be doing, what I'm gonna do is basically to search here in Google what is the most, let's say, the most relevant or the most important airport in Canada, and taking that into consideration, we are gonna be just performing all the flight plan, right? Just most relevant Canada airport. Okay, so knowing this, so this guy says that the most important airport is the Toronto Pearson International Airport, which, okay, so we are gonna be just searching for this airport in order to get the ICAO. I don't know how to say it based in you know, that just in a faster way. Let me go here, and here we go, guys. Here we have the ICAO. I don't know if that's how you say this in English, but yeah, in this case, it's gonna be this number here. We're gonna be clicking on the departure, and then Canada is for this is here, right? So basically, I would like to search for any airport that is kind of close to Canada, like Casea, for example. Let me see how many hours are we gonna spend going to Casea. I think that this is actually a long flight, so let's see how many hours. Yeah, as you can see, 5 hours, and I don't want to go. This is gonna be just out of our scope right now, right? So I would like to go to the Des Moines. Des Moines here could be a great option, or even go to Miami. Let me see how many hours we should spend going to Miami. 3 hours. I think this is actually a good flight for today. We're gonna be flying from Toronto to Miami, which is just a huge difference if you just realize in terms of weather. For example, here you are in minus something, I don't know, minus 5 Celsius, and here it is way different because you are like in a hot, let's say, in a hot environment. So knowing this, guys, I'm gonna be clicking here ACA, because now we're gonna be flying American Air Canada flight, and here we go, guys. So now that we are actually doing all these things, I'm gonna be, this is such a great, a lot of gateways and vias and all these kind of things. So now we're going to be clicking on this one, right? I'm going back to VATSIM file, a fly plan. Then we're gonna import ICAO, and as you can see here, we're gonna proceed. No, and then in the fuel endurance, we're gonna be clicking or typing 315. Right now, I think we're gonna go to the B pilot, right? And here we only need to do one change. Basically is to change the closing, right? Because instead of AAL, right? Instead of AAL, we're gonna be using ACL, LACA, right? Okay. So now let's go back to our basically our plane here. I was doing some kind of research in terms of what of these. As you can see, we actually have 5 different liveries. So I was wondering which of these 5 liveries work well, because as we saw before, there are some liveries that are just kind of book, so you can actually fly them properly, right? So now that we have this beautiful livery, now we're good to go. So we're gonna be clicking this airport. In this case, it's Toronto Pearson. That should be the case. There is a lot of ice, as you can see, right? So let me just select medium gate here, like this one, 169, right? Let me just write that here, 169. That's our gate, guys. So what I'm gonna be doing as well is to see if there is any controller on this side, and as you can see here, there is no one connected, right? So I think that's kind of a good signal here. As you can see, Miami is kind of busy today, so let's try to go there as soon as we can, because we're gonna spend 3 hours flying. So now in that, I think that we are actually, just let me click here, airport. I don't know, I think that we won't be able to see the ATIS over here, right? So we should try to get that information another way, right? So there is a lot of planes actually departing, and 2 planes arrivals. So I think that we should try to communicate with them. Okay. So here we go, guys. Look at this plane, bro. This plane is just amazing. I just love all the design of this plane. I would like to do a lot of more flights in this beautiful livery, right? So yeah, let's see how it goes. Sorry. So now we are in VATSIM, right? Let me see if there is any plane nearby. As you can see, there is a British airline over there. There is one taxiing. Yeah, I think we're good. We're good to energize this plane. So the first step, as we all know, is to go to system page, then sim menu, and then we're gonna click on ground support. We're gonna click on all the empty inputs in terms of the shocks, and then we're gonna connect the electricity, right? So now we should have the ground power. Now we're gonna click on battery, then we're gonna click on ground power, and finally the emergency lights, right? So now we're gonna be just aligning all the, I don't remember the name of these things, but yeah, they should be in nav position. Now we're gonna click on this one just to start the APU in a few minutes, right? To this, I think that here we're gonna be doing the same here, right? And I think that we are actually going to go to the FMS, once we're here, what we are gonna be doing, let me just, I'm just watching here, guys, in the other screen, all the flight plan, right? So here, the first step is basically to go to see, basically this. Our gate is 169, right? Which is not in the database at this moment. And we're gonna click on the next page, and I think we should try. We should be good. So, guys, our departure runway is gonna be 223, right here. Our flight number is gonna be ACA, right? And basically we're gonna be arriving to KMIA, or basically Miami, Florida. So now we're gonna be clicking on request plan. Remember that for this you should have actually the sim brief link somehow. So you should have your pilot number on the, basically on the table, on the tablet here. So it's loading now, and we're going to be basically just okay to go to departure. As we saw before, we're going to be departing for the runway 23 through Bete 3. So click on this one, and then we're going to be moving to Foxy, right? And I think that we should try to, we are actually pretty good. And then the arrival is going to be for the runway 26 left, ILS 26 left, and then through BNF, this one, BNF SH2. We're going to be doing this through Mogi. I think this is the real number here. And this is something that I want to see, guys, because as you can see, we can actually select the transition as well, right? So this is kind of important. So one of the things that I'm going to be doing right now is just to click on KMIA, right? And then we're going to be clicking on this one, approach, and this. As you can see here, we can in this see all the, let's see that basically is like all the steps to reach the ILS, right? But if I go back and I go to arrivals, right, we're gonna be clicking on our arrival, which in this case is BNF, well, blah 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 blah, right? This one. So guys, now that we know this, we can select, as you can see here, the transition. In this case, I don't know what we should select here, right? But we should try to see some kind of, to be honest, some kind of number that might be good to our approach. Because, for example, you can here I can see rods, right? But I don't know if this is the right start to approach to, but it's the only start that I can actually see here. So for now, guys, we are gonna click on that one, right? So let's go back to route, and let's go back to execute all the route. So now that we have everything in place, we're gonna be switching this to plan, and let me see how the plan is basically going. So here, okay, there is heading over here, right? Heading 240. Okay, this is absolutely something that we can next steps. So let's see, it's looking pretty good for now. So I hope that this is the final. I think that we're good. This is indeed not the, I think this is not a straight line, as you can see over there, right? But I think we're good. Let me quickly, guys, before I just forget about this, let me just click on the title. I want to edit the title of this stream to the actual arrivals and departing runways, right? Which in this case is from Toronto to Miami. So now we are good. Let's click on save, and now you should see basically the change. Let me go back to the live stream. And I think, guys, that we are actually good to go to map, and here is now everything that we can actually do. So now let me, before I just forget about this, let me go to this plugin over here, and then we're gonna to connect the jetway, the baggage, and the catering. Okay. 3 different things right now. And let me go back to init reference, and here we're gonna be just basically filling in all the data that we need to basically have here, right? As I can see on the flight plan, or in SimBrief, basically we should have 1A0 passenger. So in this case, this plane only have the capacity for 17A. We're gonna be full in terms of people here, right? The baggage is gonna be 4.3. So in this case, I'm gonna be doing this 2200, right? 2200. Then we're gonna be moving to the fuel, and let me go back to the PDF. And as I can see here, we're gonna be basically performing this flight with test block fuel, and then the taxi fuel is gonna be 191, and the trip fuel is gonna be 6.1. Okay, let's set that payload. Let's say that fuel, and then click on complete. Now, guys, we are actually good to go to the next step. In this case, the next step is basically to click double here. We're gonna be with a lot of tons in terms of this is actually 74 tons of weight in terms of weight, right? So I think that we are kind of we have a lot of weight tonight, right? So guys, the reserves, I don't know how to pronounce that name, guys, but it's this one over here, is gonna be 2.1. Oh yeah, 2.9. The fuel is gonna be 8.8. Then the ISA is gonna be 2. Here we go. Let's click on execute. And here, guys, we should try to go back to SimBrief. As you might know, this is actually the tool that I'm just using the most just recently. And you can here basically is a tool to establish the takeoff performance of your plane. So you can select a lot of aircraft type here, just to see. Here you should try to go. You should have to have a clear vision of your airport and then your runway. In this case, our runway is gonna be 23, right? And our takeoff weight is gonna be this one. But we can actually double check this with this 7.3. Let's just go to 7.4, right? 7.400. And let's hit on the calculate button. Okay, so now, guys, we have a lot of things, a lot of basically all the information that we need. So let's just go back here to the FMS, and the assume temperature is gonna be 41 in this case, right? The thrust setting is gonna be takeoff 1, right? The flaps configuration is gonna be 5. Here is the central gravity from the airport, or from the, sorry, for the plane, right? And here the B1 is gonna be 155, 157, and 163. And with this, I think that we are kind of good to go. So now we're gonna introduce that B2 on here, and let me click on this one. This one we should try to establish as well the basically the altimeter, which in this case is 29.75. 29.75. Good. And just quick change this as well. 75. And now we should try, we actually can just establish the heading as well from the runway. In this case, it's gonna be 237, right? 237, 237. We haven't received yet some kind of ATC AI generated validation, right? So I think that we are actually good to go. So let me just quick go with this one finally. 237. I'm just going to click on VNAV, LNAV, and we're going to be clicking on terrain airports and terrain airports. Now that we have all in place, what I want to do is basically to go to the VATSIM radar over here, right? And we're gonna see, because there is a lot of planes here, as you can see. So I'm gonna be clicking on the planes, then go to ATC, and as you can see, there is traffic basically to all of the planes located here, in order to be organized in terms of what are the planes that I'm just departing, what are the planes that I'm just arriving, right? So in this case, it's gonna be 118.7. Let's just switch to that frequency, right? 118.7. Now guys, I'm gonna click on switch, and we should start just hearing a lot of pilots over here, right? So I think that we actually good to go. So let me just start the APU at this just moment. Let's just click on this one, and I think we're actually pretty good to start with this, right? So let me just see here, we can actually go straight to our cruiser altitude. In this case, it's gonna be 3A0, flight level 3A0, right? Just double check here. Perfectinho. So now guys, let's just see basically how is the plane performing, right? Let me just quickly change this. Oh, look at this whole Air Canada plane, right? Let me switch this to the cameras externas, right? Because it's my setting to have, for example, this kind of views, right? As you can see here, these are such a great views to have, right? And the APU is full configured, and just click on this one, here, the jam as well, here as well. And I think that we're going to go with our pushback, right? But after that, I would like to go to our charts. They go to our charts and see where are we, right? Because there are a lot of whole short points, as you can see here. So this is kind of weird. So this is the 7 right, the 7-4 left. Here are the 6-7. So we are not gonna be departing here. The 3-3 right and the 3-3 left. Where is the 20? It should be here, right? Yeah. So we should try in order to be here. We should try to go taxiing here and then here, right? But this is something that we can actually see on that chart, right? So what I'm gonna be doing in order to see the taxiing in a better way is to go to Volanta, right? And here, where are we? Okay, yeah. I don't remember. I don't know where are we. Okay, yeah. Now I know where we are. I will share this with you guys. Don't worry. So basically, guys, here we can see where we are, right? So the taxing is gonna be we're gonna be taxing here, right? And then we are gonna be going to the 323 runway, which is in this direction, right? I think we can go to Alpha, right? We can go to Alpha Lima, right? And in here we can just take a right turn. Here we should try to follow this graph, right? And go through Alpha, right? I think that's the best option. Go to Alpha. So our taxi is gonna be taxi. Let me just write out on my notes. We're here. So the taxi is gonna be to Alpha Lima. That's gonna be our exit, right? To Alpha, and we're gonna be all the way here to I think that here H, right? H. So that's gonna be our taxi. This is something that is kind of important in our situation because, as you know, there are a lot of planes over here, right? So in order to have a better, let's say a better flow in terms of the traffic, etc., we should be clear in at this way, right? So now, Toronto traffic, Air Canada 999 starting taxi to runway 272, taxi via Alpha. Yeah, basically we are gonna be doing that. So knowing that, and the people should know that, we're gonna click on pre-plan pushback, and we are gonna be clicking this one. We're gonna be starting just turning right here, and we finally are gonna be that last one is such a bad move.
77622 clear from like 4 left and 4 right back.
So I think this is actually the move. Right? Let's hit on the bottom here. So the first step is basically after we click on hold, we're gonna be clicking on the system. We are gonna disconnect the electricity and the shut as well. Now we have that, we are gonna click on the anti-collision lights that are very important for us. And now we can indeed click on the hold position. Right? So now we can just start out our let's say engine number 2. As you can see, you can actually there is something that you can actually not see at all, right? Because I can hear the engine starting. So let me see if there is someone on the other.
Traffic, Air Canada 692 is in front of us, runway 25 left. Toronto traffic.
So these guys are just talking about the departing. They are actually arriving through the 27 left, so we're good. In that case, oh my god, I just forgot to start the bleeding, guys. That was my fault. That was my fault.
Air Canada 611 is clear from like 24 left.
Look at this. I just love, to be honest, this is one of my favorite liveries in most of the airlines, right? So let me just go and click on fuel, right? And we are just starting doing the turn over here. Now you can actually hear the engine number 2. Look at that. I just love, to be honest, the black is one of my favorite colors, and the red is one of my favorite colors as well. So this livery has the two of those colors. As you can see here, the symbol, the Air Canada symbol, is red, and it is just amazing. So now let me click on the parking brake. Now the push and pushback has finished.
This one is clear from the 24 right as well.
Let me go to count, and then we can actually start with the engine number 2. So the taxis are on. Let me just click on wings as well. So I think that we are good to go. There is a plane over there. I wish that, I don't know if that guy wants to come to this way. I hope that he don't. Yeah, he's basically going straight. So now we have more than 50, and then just hit on the fuel button right now. So let me go back here, guys, because I want to see the stream. I want to see the stream here to the phone, right? So let me just go back here, and we can actually go on our specific stream, right? I just did some changes in terms of the graphics, guys. So if you notice something different, well, that's the point. So now, guys, we're gonna hit on count, and then I think that we are good to basically turn off the APU. As you can see right here, and yeah, I didn't notice if we actually have some ice on our plane, but I think that we actually are not having some ice here. This guy wants to come here, but I don't know if this guy is from the VATSIM network or is from the yeah, I think this is actually from VATSIM. So now I think that we're go to flaps 5, takeoff configuration. Then we are gonna be clicking on the system to okay. The parking brake was for this. So I think that we are actually having the best performance. So guys, I think we're good to go. As I just talked previously, we're gonna be taxiing with the exit Alpha Lima, which is this one, just right here, and then we are gonna be having just a right turn into the Alpha Via, right, to the runway 2, 3. Okay, let me just basically so I just love this livery, guys. Let me know if you love this livery, but basically I love the liveries that has some kind of differentiation in the color. For example, here, as you can see, the engine is indeed black, so I just love that things. Okay, right, left, and doesn't seem to be. And this is just the exit. I don't remember. Okay, that one is at Lima, so we're gonna be basically going right. This jet, which is Alpha. So now we should try to go all the way here to. There are a lot of British airlines here. I don't know if this those should be some kind of streamers or something, because it's kind of weird to have 2 315. I think that those are 350. Let me see if I'm just going right in that. Yeah, I think we're bad. We are not good, guys. We are not on the right way. Should be on this that way. So let me just quickly go a right turn on this one, right? A left turn, and then we should be good to go through the Alpha. Yeah. Now we should be right path to our. There's no one here, right? In right, nothing left. And now we are in the Alpha runway. So now we should go straight away to the H via, and then basically is that. Go straight away. Let me just go our patterns here, and we should be good. Fly 5, brake on life are on. Everything seems to be just all the seat belts. Good action. So now let me just gotta just slow down a little bit here. Kind of fast. Let me eat a cookie here, guys. Let me drink some water. In the Volanta, here in Volanta, I can see that there is actually someone. There is actually someone connected. Let me quickly see here, because let me refresh. Yeah, there is actually someone here, guys. So let me quickly see what is the basically the. Is there is someone in center. Okay, so let me just slow down a little bit in order to basically go to the is 126 125 775 7 7.
That's correct. Brake Air Canada 588. Start reducing now. Speed 220, please.
224 Canada 588.
Toronto Tower, American 999, ready for departure, runway 23.
Canada, it's 999 Toronto, good afternoon. I just sent you a PDZ there. Plug the transponder code in, hold short 23, call ready.
Roger. they just send us some kind of information, and for now we're gonna be holding short over here because we need to change all the things over here. Then actually send us a transponder, which in this case is gonna be 2505 2501 on. Start the tickets as well. So they basically send to us all these things, right? Clearance, departing, prayer, ATS clearance, American departing, JJS.
Air Canada's 999 Toronto winds are 280 at 18. You're clear takeoff 23. Call airborne.
Clear for takeover, Air Canada 999. Thank you. Okay, so now we have the clearance, and now departure. So let me just turn off the camera this moment. We go back a little bit. So we have the clearance, guys. That lineup was kind of fail. It was a fail, but I think so bad. Have some progress. There you go. Live, velocity alive, 80 knots, pressure. It's just way like a roller coaster, man. What? Positive. Climb, you're up.
Toronto, Canada Air, Charlie Alpha 6.
Canada Air 6, I got you now there. Set your transponder to code 6117, and you can fly your present heading for the intercept.
Present heading for intercept in the ILS 24 left.
That's correct, squawk 6111, or I got you now, your radar identified. Speed 170 or greater until the BAP, please.
Okay.
Flaps 1.
Toronto Center, speedway bank, Charlie 3, identify 5030, ready for the flip.
And full flaps.
Speedbird 92, the reback correct, thanks. You can push straight back off.
Look at the ass, bro. Look at all this snow. Amazing. This game is just stunning. Now,
Canada 588, descend 8,000.
Descend 8,000, for Canada 588.
United 4182, descend 8,000.
let's just intercept.
To 220 knots.
We'll descend to 8,000 and slow to, can you repeat
Our
that
flight
again?
plan is gonna be, as you can see,
220 knots.
flight gonna be
Slow
367.
to 220 knots.
36.
Canada 999, go ahead with your passing altitude, please.
Cruiser altitude in place of Air Canada 999.
Okay, what is your current altitude, please?
6 feet. 6,000 feet.
Okay, your radar identified. The SID has you on a heading before I give you the turn at a top altitude of 5,000, so I'm not sure why you're in the turn and why you're climbing higher than 5,000.
Yeah, actually that was my fault. Sorry about that.
You're not sorry because you didn't read the chart. So direct Murno, climb 15,000.
5,000. 15,000 American 999.
Are you American 999 or Canada's 999? I got.
Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of confused. Yeah, I'm Air Canada 999.
Sure. Delta 613, descend 3,000.
I'm just kind of confused, man, because all the time what I do is to go to.
Sure.
I'm just American Airlines, you know, and now I'm Air Canada. So that was just. This is actually something important because what I did is, as you saw before, we were heading to 223. I think that was 243, and we just did the left turn by our own. So that's something that can happen again.
Not shown up there since you last reconnected.
Just got it India a couple minutes ago.
Let me go back to our
I
plan.
still got nothing on my end here. Just double check the call sign you filed under, if you can.
We should establish here 360, right? And execute that.
Delta 613, slow to speed 190 knots.
Bro, we just did a mistake there. To be honest, we just did a mistake there. Oh well, I think it's good.
Alright, 8512 should have it now.
It was kind of confusing because we received our clearance like being on the whole short in the runway, you know, but because I haven't, and then we received our clearance to basically to take off. So I didn't have time to
Jazz 85
basically to read all the clearance.
Thanks, got her now. Squad 4201.
I just read the squad and
thanks. Air Canada 588, reduced speed 220 knots.
Air Canada.
220 knots for 5 meters. Perfect, thank you.
Look at this.
Squawk 3512, sorry.
Look at these beautiful views, right?
Jazz 8512, squawk 4201.
Let go the
Thanks.
after check.
And Jazz 8382. It might be
That's
a little
the
bit early,
takeoff
but we're level
checklist.
250 here.
Toronto Center, this is Golf Hotel, Foxtrot Tango, looking to enter the Oshawa zone for a full stop landing.
I think the next time, one thing that we can
Golf Hotel Foxtrot
actually
Tango,
do
Toronto
is to
Center. Good
tell them
afternoon.
to the ATC that we
Wind
should try
290
to
guest 19.
just,
The altimeter is
you know, to hold
297,
short
inbound
for a
full
little
stop.
bit or stand by for a little bit because
full stop for hotel.
in order to read our
Foxtrot
clearance, we
Tango,
need some
Roger.
time.
Join a
Right?
right-hand downwind runway.
So I think that was my fault because
Correction. Crossover at the field, join a left downwind runway 30.
Cross up the field, join a left downwind
Well.
for runway. Go for Hotel Foxtrot Tango.
That's correct. Report turning base.
let's
Full
see,
report turning base for
because we are
Hotel Foxtrot Tango on runway 30.
going.
Delta 613, turn left, heading of 330.
330 to 613.
Speedbird back to the taxi.
We are holding short.
292 taxi by Alpha Hotel, hold short 23. The altimeter is 2977.
We are actually close to the
Alpha Hotel, runway 23, 2977. Speedbird back to the
Air Canada's 999, further climb is on Unicom, change the en route, have a good day.
Air Canada 999, thank you for everything and sorry for the inconvenience. Have a nice one.
588, descend 3000, slow to speed 190.
190 for the speed and descend at 3000.
So now we go straight to our cruiser altitude. In this case, it's gonna be 360 because now we have a clearance. It's gonna be 360, guys. We don't have the anti-ice on. Yeah. Yeah, that was just a bad move from my side over there. Look at the airport here. This is just amazing. These are just amazing views. So basically, guys, as we just saw here, we're gonna have a lot of time to talk about everything, because as you can see here, there is no ATC at the moment on the route. So I think that here we have a center, right? We have a lot of things over here right now, but remember that we still need, like, I think 2 hours of flight to reach this specific sector, right? So I believe that we're gonna be having a lot of things to talk about anything, right? I don't know. Wait, let me just go to the bathroom. By the way, let me just give me a second. I'm back, guys. So I was just trying to think about what we should do on this next 2 hours, and to be honest, I don't know what to do. Well, actually, I do know how to do, but let me just see here. Click on the standard. Let me see how many hours are we gonna spend reaching that top of climb. Well, let's just reach the top of climb while we are talking about. I think that what I'm gonna be doing, guys, is basically to reach the top of climb, right? And then the next 2 hours I'm gonna be here without the camera, right? We're gonna be just watching the flight, right? So you can take this moment just to think about your past, just to think about your future, or just to be there, just watching the views, right? And I'm gonna be here, just sitting here while I'm reading a book. Okay, so I think that's actually a good plan. What do you think, guys? Because there is no one watching the stream right now. I'm just trying to, imagine that there is a lot of people here, but I think that that's the thing that we're gonna be doing. Let's just reach the top of climb, right? And then just watch the view. Let's just watch the view. I'm gonna be reading the book, as I just mentioned before. But definitely this is gonna be a relaxed stream, because it is kind of weird, because as you know, in my previous streams I was just talking all the time, but in Spanish and with just shorter flights, because this one is I think it's 3 hours and a half. So there is a lot of basically to fly. Now we are leaving Canada. And we are approaching to guys, to basically USA. I don't know if this river, because it's such, well, it's actually a lake, as I can see here, guys. Look at this. It's actually a lake, right? But I don't know if this lake belongs to Canada or belongs to USA. I don't know. But basically, we are going through this lake, and then we are gonna be seeing all these things. You can see there is no one. There is no ATC right here. And as you can see here, this is the estimate time of arrival, and we have a lot of time. I think that we are actually gonna have 2 hours in the cruiser mode, and once we just reach the cruiser mode, we are gonna have, like, since then, 1.5 hours. So basically, I think that I can just read, or we can just relax for now for an hour. We just gonna have a look into the specific metric or the time of arrival in just a couple of minutes, right? Once we reach the top of climb, sorry. But then we're gonna have 1 hour to do whatever we want, and then the final 30 minutes we're gonna have it to basically to all the papers to the top of the sand, to reach the top of the sand, and basically to go to Miami, right? For now, I believe that we should be close to the top of this sand. Well, we're actually not that close. Let me just turn off the fuel pumps. I think everything is just air. That's actually a good point, now that I just remember, because this is actually something that was happening on for example, Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, in US, as we saw yesterday, right? Because this was a flight plan, or a flight that we did just yesterday. As you notice, it was like a heading right now, right there, right? So I believe that in that case, now we know that in that case we should just be on that specific heading for I think, I don't know if we should be there for a lot of time, right? But I think that we should actually be for the time that the ATC requires, right? Because he has to communicate to us that we should do the right turn or the left turn. Just be, yeah, basically that. So I believe that for the next time, guys, if we have that specific, if we have an ITC, we should do that. Okay, let me go to another view. Oh my god, look at this view. Look at the sun hitting at the engines. Oh Jesus. Oh, look at that. I think this is one of my favorite views that I have just configured. Look at the sun hitting at the engine. It's just magical. It's just magical. So I think that we're gonna be just going up for 3-4 minutes more, and yeah, I think that once we're there, we should try to go to do whatever we want. This is gonna be kind of a chill stream. If you want me to be more active, first of all, try to be on the stream, right? Because now I'm imagining that there is people just watching there, but I know that there is a lot of people that is gonna be just watching the recordings once we just over with this stream, right? So try to be here, and if you know how to talk in Spanish, try to go to my previous stream, because there I was just talking all the time I was talking in English. Oh my god, this is such a great view, if you ask me. This is such a great view, and I think that this is. I'm gonna try to change the view every 15 minutes. So I think the first 15 minutes are gonna be this, you know, this view, only this view. So let me go back to the here. So as you can see here, we should be on top of climb in 3 minutes because we are actually going out 1,000 feet per minute, something like that. So I think that we can actually be playing around. Now we are in USA 100% because now we just go through the lake. As you can see here, we just go through the lake. There is someone here. Who is this guy? Ah, this is me. Actually, this is me, but in the VATSIM account. I don't know why this guy is just detecting two different ways. But it is actually me. There is a lot of lanes here. So that's what I think that the tower just connected. You know, because he saw that there is a lot of people there. So let me just click on this one. Okay. I can use this. No, I can't. Yeah. Oh my god, there is a center. There is one connector here, guys. So you can see here, there is one connected here. Atlanta Center. Let me just 132.975. One, 3, 975. Okay, so let me just click here. So we should try to connect with this one once we go through a spade. So I think that we won't have a lot of time to, in my case, to read the book, and in your case, to be relaxed. Okay, guys? Because space is like, we can actually see that here. Space is like, well, it's kind of far away. So now we reach the top of this top of climb. We're gonna change this to below, and at the same time we have a plane, an aircraft here, guys, but I can see it. She should be here. Well, I think that he should be forward that way. Oh, I got that amazing view. Amazing view, guys. Okay, so I think we're good to go. We only gonna have like some couple minutes to be relaxed, guys, because once we reach this spade via I don't know, this is actually a waypoint. We need to connect to the center, Atlanta Center. Oh my god, right, they just did this. We just have to be connected into the Atlanta Center. You can see. And then we go back to normal with the uniform frequency. But we're gonna be there for just like 30 minutes, something like that, because then we should go back to the, you can see all the movement, all the things that we should try to do here once we reach Miami Center. So I think we go, guys. Let me go back to the count. count. Let me change the in one limit to count. Okay. And now, guys. Woo! Look at this. Look at that, bro. Amazing, amazing. So, okay, guys. Just to review, let's just basically enjoy the ride, and I will be back in more or less 7 minutes, 30 minutes, right? So let me just click on turn off the camera, and now we only having this amazing. So I'm gonna be muted. So if you have any questions, feel free to basically reach out to me. Oh my gosh, yeah. I think we're gonna be just reading for 15 minutes or something like that. Actually. Okay, guys. I'm gonna be muted in 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, are you relaxed? I have just finished my book. Actually, it was about emotional intelligence. Basically, it's called Emotional Intelligence from Daniel Goleman. And now I have actually the second book that I want to read. It is about the influence from Robin Sharma. I think that's the name. Introduction. I don't like the introduction. I can admit it freely now. All my life I have been a patsy. What is actually patsy? Patsy. Traduction. Pigeon. I don't know what is that. Let me hit Spanish. See the translation. Okay, patsy. First time that I hear something like that. But I'm very happy. I'm very happy because I just finished that book, guys. To be honest, it wasn't my favorite book of all the times because it was, I mean, actually it's talking about emotional intelligence, which is great. But at the same time, basically the hypothesis, well, it's not actually an hypothesis. The sentence, the primarily sentence is that I don't know how to say it in English. Let me see. Basically let me see. The IQ, right? The IQ, it only represents the 20% of the, let's say, of the success of a life, of basically a person, right? So the question here is, what about the 70% left, right? And basically, Daniel Goleman is talking about emotional intelligence, which basically he thinks that is the most relevant things in terms of success, in terms of basically the personal development, etc., etc., etc. So once we know that basically the emotions and how to handle the emotion is one of the most relevant things, he goes to basically how to face against the people that doesn't have that specific or doesn't have a good emotional intelligence, right? And he goes basically, and this is something that I just don't like that much, and he was just focused on the kids, right? He was only or mainly focused on kids and how to prevent, for example, murders or all these kind of situations that are kind of bad to the society, to be honest. That's a good point, right? But he was all the time focused on kids, right? How to develop, how to do some programs at the school to the kids in order to them to learn how to manage their emotion and all these kind of things. So this is actually so important indeed, right? But one of the things that I would like to that I'm just missing there is that, okay, it is pretty good to basically to be clear that we need to prevent these kind of situations in order to basically stop all these murders, etc., etc. And for that, we need to be more involved in all the education part, right? But what if I already have 27 years old? So what should I do now? You know, because I know that we should do a lot of things to the kids, right? But in my case, what should I do? What should I do in order to basically, in order to forget somehow those bad situations and to replace them with a great emotional management, you know? So those are the things that are just, I don't know if I can say that, but are just missing here. Yeah, those types or those topics are just missing And that's what I think that this is not for me a good book. If you are planning to, for example, if you are planning to have kids, or if you already have kids between 1 year and 5 years old, right? I think that this can be indeed a pretty good for you, a pretty good book for you, right? Because you will know how to manage the emotions from your kids, basically. But what if you are like what if you are the father or the mom, or you are the parent, right? But you actually don't know how to manage your own emotions, right? So in that case, this is not a pretty good book for you. So basically, guys, if I have to rate this book from 1 to 10, I will give it up. I will give it a 6. Let's say a 6, because it is actually a long book. I think it has around 500 of pages, right? And it's a very scientific book, you know, because it seems to be like a college project, because you can see that he's all the time mentioning or having some reference from another book, another investigation, etc, etc, etc. So it is not a book to read while you are just tired about your day, to be honest, because there is a lot of information, and it is right in a way of, well, as I just mentioned, it is right in a scientific way. Okay, so yeah, I think that 6 is a pretty good number. I think that if you are someone who is planning to have kids and you have an open mind in terms of emotions, I think for you this can be a pretty good book to read, you know. But other than that, I think that it won't be the case, as it is from me. So yeah, I'm just happy because I already finished this book, to be honest. Now I'm gonna be reading, as I just said before, I'm gonna be reading this book that is called Influence from Robin Sharma, which I'm pretty excited about this book because, first of all, this book is fully in English. I'm gonna be studying, just reading these books in the modern languages, right? So if the writer is from US, I will read this book in English, right? If the writer is from another country in Latin America, well, in that case I will write the book in Spanish. But basically I want to start reading a lot of books in English in order to practice my English, to increase my vocabulary, and at the same time to gain more confidence while I'm talking in English, right? So I think this is gonna be a pretty good book to start with this mindset, right? Yeah, I think that's it. This is gonna be a pretty good book because I have heard about this book in YouTube Shorts, because it is basically the best read for the people that wants to have more influence in their social circle, you know. If you want to be more, I don't know how to say it, but yeah, more like a businessman, can catch some important ideas. If you want to have the possibility to talk with anyone, to have some kind of influence in them, I think this is the best book in that case. So this is something that I'm just actually searching for. So I think we're good. Guys. Let me just go back to what is important now, and is that, as you can see over here, we are almost reaching the Atlanta, or how they mention Atlanta. I think that's how they call it, Atlanta Center, right? So we should try to reach this point over here, and when we reach this point, I think that we can try to connect with this specific frequency, right? So I think that we are almost there. I think we should try to be here. Let me just quickly see, because you can indeed see. Gosh, look at this. Oh my god, this is just so fucking beautiful. So fucking beautiful. So yeah, we are 1 mile away from the next waypoint, right? And doing some math, we should try to connect with the Atlanta Center when we just were, I mean, when we just reach this over here on the mouse. So, oh my god, look at this. This is just magic. Look at the moon over there. But yeah, I think after this book, I think that I'm gonna try to read to another book, which is, I don't remember the name of the book, but well, one of them is gonna be the 48 lays. I don't know how is the translations, but I should say something like 48 lays of powers, of power, something like that. And then I'm gonna go to another. Let me see here, because I already have this. Someone from Morgan Housel, that is called, the name in English should be something like the art of wasting money, or expense money. Let me see, the art or of spending money. Yeah, that's the name, spending money, from Housel, Morgan Housel. So I believe that that's actually gonna be the one of the book that I'm gonna be reading this year. I think that this is indeed is a short book. I'm just having a look here, and it only have 2,500 of pages. So I think that is pretty good to read right now. So guys, let me just quickly let me just listen to my WhatsApp message over here, and we'll go back in just minutes. 1 minute. I'm back, guys. I'm back here, bro. I just wish to have a better pronunciation, to be honest. Sorry, guys, because you are just watching this stream like me talking some kind of like a robot or something like that, right? That's the point, you know. That's the point. So talking English in order to be more confident talking in English. So now that we guys are actually reaching the center tower over here, the center Atlanta center, let's just contact to them right away.
1383 spec.
H.
Roger. November 117 Mike Charlie, contact Atlanta approach 133.47. No static only.
Okay, over to approach 13347. Thanks for the services, 7 Mike Charlie.
Atlanta Center, good evening, American 999, flight level 360, heading to HMB.
Canada 999, Atlanta Center, get there.
Do you have American Airlines? Air Canada. Air Canada, Air Canada, Air Canada. Air Canada.
2015. We're on Charlie.
So guys,
American 2815,
we're gonna be here for the next 1 hour or something like that.
American Delta 52,
as you can see here.
Atlanta Center.
So we're gonna have a lot of things, a lot of time to talk. Let me go back to the bedroom again, and when I get back, we're gonna be talking about anything. I don't know what. Yeah.
We're clear to LaGuardia. The initial time is 10,000, chance of midnight departure. We'll expect 350 10 minutes after departure, and our squawk is 3531, Delta 5276.
Right back, correct.
Center, Delta 1621, 13,000, 14,000.
Delta 1671, Atlanta Center, climb maintain flight level 370.
370.
Atlanta Center, American 1925 Heavy, descending 16,000 for 5,000 on the Stover's 4.
American 1925 Heavy, Atlanta, Charlotte approach. Charlotte is landing south, maintain 10,000, expect runway 18 left.
Down to 10,000, expect 18 left for 1925 Heavy.
Atlanta Center, American 806, flight level 380, approximately 30 miles northeast of the Greensboro vortex.
American 806, Atlanta Center, get in.
Atlanta Center, American 909. Can we get 380 for a final?
Sorry, who's that?
American 909, request 380 for our final.
American 979, climb maintain flight level 380.
380, American 909, thanks.
JetBlue 419, contact Atlanta approach 133.47.
3347, JetBlue 419, thanks.
Atlanta Center, good incident, we go for stretch private 370.
Air Mexico 402, Atlanta Center.
Atlanta Center, good evening, American 2684, coming up on 14,000.
American 2684, Atlanta Center, climb maintain, flight level 370.
Climb maintain 370, American 2684.
Delta 5276.
I'm back in business.
Clearance for push here. I think I'm going to be pushing on to Bravo.
I hope that
Just wanted to
they
make
just
sure.
don't call to me, right?
It pushes approved on the Bravo.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you. Push is approved.
Solento.
Delta 5276.
Now
American
is
2684, maintain flight level
it's getting
360,
dark
final.
outside, so let's just turn on just a little bit this,
2684.
just a little bit this, yeah, something like this, right?
Atlanta Center, Delta 3416.
Atlanta.
330 and
They talk like that, right? But it's kind of hard to me to pronunciate those names as they do, because for me, for example, here in lab we just mention the word just like it is just written, you know, Atlanta. But
1727, Washington's offline.
but as we are just hearing,
American 1727.
it's not Atlanta, it's more like Atlanta Center.
And Delta 624, how long do you want to hold for?
Atlanta Center.
Just 15 minutes should be good for Delta 624.
Look at the airport over there.
2325.
Seems like only half, like 2 runways, right? One here and the other one here.
Good evening, Atlanta Center, Walker 5284.
Atlanta.
flight level
Let me
380.
just
Okay, 5284,
have
Atlanta
more
Center.
less contrast in the traffic over here, and I think that we're good. So now, guys, look at this. Oh my God, we're very far away still from
Atlanta Center,
the.
hello, Delta 194 is 1000 climbing.
This is the top of descent, and here.
194, Atlanta Center, climb maintain, flight level 350.
Here in
Climb
Kime,
maintain flight level 35.
here should be the end of the of this Atlanta Center airspace, right? So I think we will have a lot of time left to basically to be talking about anything. Okay, guys. Yeah. I think that's the point. That's the whole point of this, is to practice English. And to be honest, I've written some of my goals from for this year, and basically they are mostly related with to basically to be able to communicate, to be able to talk in English with a lot of people, and not only to be able to talk in English, because that's something that I'm actually things that I'm doing right now, right? It's not only about that, it's about to talk like them and to sound like them. To someone who basically his native language is basically English. So that's a higher goal, as you can see. So for now, what I should try is to reply to basically to mirror the people and the way they are talking, in order to become one of them. So basically that's my goal, because that's the whole point of this.
Atlanta, good evening. ExitJet 137 is with you. Flight level 390.
ExitJet 137, Atlanta Center, good day.
Atlanta. That's the way. Atlanta. So now we are passing. Let me see in the. As you can see here, we are just going to Retail, and we are moving to Rutherfordton.
November 611 Echo Alpha, contact Atlanta approach 133.47.
13347, C11 equals, thank you so much, I appreciate it. Yeah.
See ya. I think that when we reach that, let's say the highest experience rate on VATSIM, I think one of the things that we have to start doing is the see ya at the end of the sentence, you know, because somehow sounds like you already have a lot of experience working in VATSIM. So basically I'm just gonna start doing that see ya on my flights right now. So yeah, let me see if there is some YouTubers doing some flights over here. We have one of the things that I have noticed is basically that, for example, me, you know, that I'm actually a new YouTuber in this channel, right? Because I already have like 3 different YouTube channels, right? And one of the things that I have noticed is, in order to reach more people in terms of the algorithm, right? We should try.
Descend via the Hobbit 3 Delta.
We should try to. I should try to subscribe to another YouTube channels that already are doing some kind of flights. So I need to become of their subscriber or their viewers, just in order to basically
Atlanta Center, Delta 19, American 1925.
in order to somehow train the algorithm to my subscribers, in order to them to find me a little bit more. Okay. God. I was unexpected. We have 27. We have one guy on flight level 390, and he seems to be
at 1,000, climbing for 4,000.
He seems to be basically. He seems to be basically going down.
For Delta 1292.
But I can see him. Where is this guy?
Delta 5276.
Let me just quickly see here.
Which runway would you like?
Okay, he's actually there.
Auto 5276, runway 20, taxi at Bravo, report ready.
But I can
20 via Bravo.
I can actually see it. He should be above us. He should be above us, but he is not. Or he should be there, guys. He actually should be there, but I have a lot of exposure, so we can see him. But he should be right on that white light over there, you know. Let me just quickly go here. Oh, look at this. Stop this. Yeah. It just looks amazing. Just looks amazing. Just love this plane. I just love the sounds of this plane. It's just pretty good. It's just pretty good. And here we can actually see the whole. Oh, this view is not that bad, right? It's actually a pretty good view here.
Atlanta Center, exit jet 137, shortly approaching top descent.
One of the things that I want to do in this channel is to start doing a lot of tutorial videos showing basically some basic procedures in VATSIM, and to teach some kind of how to do taxi and all these kind of basic things, because to be honest, I'm not an expert, right? And at the same time, I would like to just upload or just to record these videos in 2 different languages. In one hand, in Spanish and in the other hand in English.
American 3217.
I don't know what you think about this idea, but for me it sounds like something that
American 3217.
has like some kind of potential. Okay. We should be, let me just go back to this page over here. We are still far away from the top of this.
American 1925 and left.
We are not having the wind helping us to reach that point as soon as we can, but we're going pretty good. We're going pretty. I think we can actually increase our speed just a little bit. Okay. We can go here. Just increase just a little bit our oh my god. I would love to have some kind of a better wind, you know.
Nashville VOR level 370.
There is another plane. It was just below to us. Didn't see him. Okay guys, are you ready for the best landing of this just kidding. Of this channel? Because I'm ready. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that. I'm damn ready for that. Let's see how is the fuel performance going. We should have 4.9%. We are still 70. Well, kind of far away. Look at it. Look at this. This guy should be below to us, like.
Yeah, we can continue for.
He should be there. But we can see him.
Proceed Ida.
Yes, yeah.
Ida Delta 624.
And I think we're good.
Atlanta Center Delta 194.
Atlanta.
What direct yai cut?
Oh my god, sorry about that. They go to this view, bro. I just love this.
And when do you want to get?
Delta 194 Y cut. Yankee, India.
We're about to
Charlie,
leave the Atlanta Center airspace right now, so
That's not in your flight plan, sir.
That was the amended routing that I was given.
No, that's on your original routing. I don't think you've put your amended one in properly. What's your next two waypoints?
Next waypoint is Molson, followed by Hurdle for Delta 194.
Okay, go to Hartwell, and then what's after that?
After Hartwell is Yai cut.
Okay, so proceed direct Hartwell, and then put in the Key 64 airway to Southend.
Alright, we'll put in that airway for Delta 194.
And clear direct Hartwell for now.
Clear direct Hartwell, Delta 194.
Air Canada 999. I'm gonna just.
Center American 1925.
I'm just going to repeat that sentence a lot because I'm just fucking. Air Canada 999. Air Canada 999. Air Canada. Oh my god. How it's gonna be when I just get back. When I just get back to the American Airlines livery. There I'm gonna be confused and that I'm just gonna be saying something like Air Canada. Oh my gosh.
American 3217, descend via the Jedi 4
Air
arrival.
Canada.
Inland altimeter is 2986.
Victor, American 3217.
American 3217, descend via Jedi 4 arrival. Altimeter 2986.
Jedi like the Star Wars movies. Star Wars movies. Oh, I have a message here.
American 806.
American descend via Jedi altimeter.
Frequency change approved, American 806. Have a good night.
American 1925, report the field inside.
We have the field 1925.
American 1925, cleared visual approach, runway 18 left, runway 18 left, clear to move.
18 left, clear visual, 18 left, clear to land, 1925.
Atlanta Center, Delta 622 at 2000, climbing 14,000.
Delta 622, Atlanta Center, climb maintain flight level 350.
Climb at flight level 350, Delta 622.
Delta 1032, Lieutenant Pilot discretion, maintain flight level 240.
And descendant pilot's discretion to maintain flight level 240, Delta 1032.
I'm just watching here, guys, the capped Canada
1380, request.
landing, because he was actually doing some.
Can I get flight level 310 to get above the clouds here?
Delta 1383, climb maintain flight level 310.
Appreciate it.
He was just
310
landing the
1383.
A390.
Delta 5276, radar contact is cleared, direct volunteer VLR, Victor X-ray Victor, climb maintain flight level 350.
We're clear direct volunteer VOR, climbing maintain 350 at Delta 5276.
He was just streaming for almost 6 hours, bro.
Delta 1671, frequency change approved.
One of the things that I just love about
Air
the
Canada 999, jacks offline, frequency change approved.
frequency change approved, Air Canada 999. How about this one?
Delta 194 to the next 2 waypoints up to Hartwell now.
Daryl and
Listo. Excellent. One of the things that I love about the throttle, the Airbus throttle, when we just have it in a new future, I hope so, right? Is that we're actually gonna be able to press the reverses on the throttle itself, you know, because one of the things that I do, but you haven't noticed right now, but I have to press the F2 button on the keyboard in order to display, or basically to activate the reverse, right? So that's one of the things that I just like about just doing the things that I'm doing right now. So he is actually there. He's on the last 1 mile, something like that. He's almost in the runway. You can actually, there's a lot of wind, but he's just relaxed, you know. I have to be that one. I have to be like him. He's just relaxed, landing a fucking plane. Mine is 1A7. That was everything. Great. Was a great land, indeed. So guys, let me quickly go to subscribe to all the channel that I just got, right? To basically reach, in order to try to reach more people, because one of the things that is kind of calling my attention is that it's kind of hard to gain visibility nowadays, you know, because I haven't created like a lot of YouTube channels in my entire life, let's say, and it wasn't that bad to create, you know, to reach more people. It wasn't that hard, and now it seems to be like kind of hard somehow. Okay, so guys, when we just reach there is one guy here. Should be 1,000 feet above us, but I can see him. I don't know what is happening. But as I was saying, guys, when we were away for the top of the thing, about 100, and that's not meter. I'm just thinking about the metrics, you know. Gosh, I don't know. Nautical meters. Okay, I think that's the technical keyword. When we were just 150 nautical miles from the nautical miles from the top of descent. I think that we at that moment we can actually try to start doing all the preparations for the descent, right? And the approach and the landing. I just love that view. This view is kind of one of the best views. You can see a plane over there. This is just amazing. We are gonna be going close to Jacksonville. We're actually gonna be flying to the ocean right now. Let me just quickly see, because this is a better view to see the ocean. We reach it. There is an airport down there. Seems to be only one runway, right? Only one runway. Let me drink some water. By the way, guys, just to talk about the channel future. These days I have been doing a lot of streamings. I haven't actually doing. Yesterday I did 2 different streamings. Today I'm doing just 2 different streamings in a single day, right? But once we pass January 15, I'm gonna go back to the normal behavior, right? And what is the normal behavior? Is that I'm gonna be doing not only this project, right? I'm gonna be doing another project. So basically I will try to upload at least 1 tutorial during the week or through the week, right? And then in the weekends I will try to do a flight in a streaming format, right? But just to let you know, because you might know that I don't work or something like that. But yeah, the next week I'm gonna be just starting my work as usual, so I'm not gonna be able to do a flight and have a stream. So since next week, just to let you know, well, I'm gonna be just off for a couple of days. But that's normal. That's guys, I'm just happy to see, I'm really happy to be here just watching at the stream, you know, because it sounds kind of weird, but for me this is kind of new, you know, because as I just mentioned, I think in the last streaming, right? Most of the time what I just did in the past is to play Valorant or to play League of Legends, and I was stressed all the time. I wasn't able to have this kind of moment to be just fully relaxed, just fully watching on the screen, just fully talking about anything, you know? And now that I have that opportunity, I think it's one of the best things that I just living right now. You know, I still playing. Well, I'm not. I just download uninstall Valorant like 2 weeks ago, and now I'm just fully relaxed, fully chilled, and I think that's the way to do it. You know, that's the way to do it. So amazing. Look at all those clouds. Now we're gonna be watching at the ATIS, right, to see how is the weather on Miami, right? But it seems to be kind of cloudy and windy. It has to be kind of windy because Miami is kind of close to the ocean, right? Look at that. Oh my god, this left turn over here. Amazing. So once we just see the ocean, right, I think that might be the best moment to start just preparing everything. The ocean should be seen on the next 15 minutes on the bottom right side of the screen, just besides, or yeah, just besides the engine. Now you can see that it is only lights. I'm very excited about the upcoming optimization for this aircraft, to be honest, because actually I think that it is indeed a pretty good plane, but it has a lot of things to improve in a lot of terms, right? And I hope they can have some kind of or sort of update on the next following weeks. I would like to see the weather, for example. I would like to see the weather. Now we are able to see actually the clouds, but you can see them on the basically on the in the cockpit. On the cockpit. Oh my god, this is just amazing. I'm just getting kind of tired right now. I want to sleep, to have some sleep. But after this, I think that what I'm gonna be doing is basically to play Battlefield 6, which is not that relaxing. I think it is kind of opposite. A positive. I don't know if that's a word that can sound good and can be understandable, but yeah, it's the opposite way versus this. Here you are relaxed, there you are stressed. Sap. K-Sap. KMIA. KMIA. Let me check my Instagram right now. By the way, I just deleted the Instagram from my cell phone because there is a lot of bullshit right there. Okay, guys, we are not still able to see them. To see them, the water. But I think that we should be able to see it in the next 10 minutes from now. If you wanna have fun. Now the clouds are kind of disappearing. You know, now I can. I'm not longer able to see the clouds. I mean, below to us. As you can see there, we can actually see an airport. And guys, we should be able to see the water in 5 minutes. Let's count down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just kidding, guys. Here we go with the right turn. In KSAP or KSAP, there is a plane over there that is going to, let me see, it's going to New York. That one over there is going to New York. We are gonna be having another plane actually passing this way on the next 5 minutes, I think so. Look at these little planes. And we still have Miami Center. We still have a tower. We still have, well, we actually don't have an approach, but I think that the Miami Center is gonna be in charge of that kind of movements or that kind of instructions. Right, and we are gonna have a tower. Okay, we are gonna have a tower, guys. I think we are actually pretty close from everything, so let me just turn up the camera again. Hey guys. Woo. I need to shape, but this is kind of different to me, so I would like to keep it just for a moment. Okay guys, so let's see how far away we are from the top of this end. We're still too far away, 3 nautical miles. Here is everything is cloudy, so still need to have a lot of, we still need a lot of time. Let's go back to the views. And let's go back to the to turn off the camera, because we still have a lot of things left. Bridge, guys. So look at this line of aircraft that are going to New York, New York, New York, New York, New York. Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale, this is a 777. There are, I thought that they were like something helicopter. Here are three small planes. I don't know what are they doing. But they need to have some kind of separation between them. This is everything that we're going through. Oh my God, having we amazing. And Air Canada. So we should start to descend at this point in Primus. As you can see here, Primus. This guy is coming to where? To Orlando. This guy is from Tampa here. And all these planes. There is a lot of aircraft departing from Miami. Well, let me just go to the other place. Like, it seems to me like we will have sorry, we won't have enough space to reach that sea level, or because as you can see here, there is a lot of things to do. So basically, we're gonna be starting doing everything right now. Okay, that's basically what we are gonna be doing. What we're gonna do, right? So basically, what's the first step? The first step is to go to the performance and tools and go to landing. Here we're gonna be clicking on the 737 Max A. The airport is KMIA, and our landing runway is gonna be, I don't remember, the 7 left, 26 left, 26 left. And the landing weight is gonna be 679. Let's just calculate everything. Oh my God, brakes, auto brakes in 1, but we're gonna basically consume the whole runway. We're gonna consume the whole runway. Okay, let me just go back to the init. And the basically flaps 20, but here the reference speed is gonna be 146. This is gonna be 1. and the altimeter is 3000 3000. Okay. Perfecto. The heading is gonna be 272. Great. So now let's go back to our route and let's see all the departures. So now we're gonna click in on KMIA stars, and our star is gonna be BNF, this one. Okay, BNF 3, and here we go. Let me just change this to a better view, like this one, for example. So here we are gonna be arriving for Hoak, from Hoak, if I'm not Mogai, Bohobax, Pais, I don't remember, Orai. I don't know where we are gonna be arriving. Hobax. No. Here. Here should be Wasa. Snaggy. There is no waypoint here. I don't know why, bro. They should be here, but Horai, Moga, yeah, like Moga, Evi. Okay. So here are some restrictions. Moga. So in Wallap, where is Wallap, bro? I'm kind of confused because we're supposed to be reaching this point from here. Wallap, as you can see, above flight level, seeking. Okay, yeah, I understand. Helde have a speed restriction, as you can see. Then from Helde, we're gonna be moving to energy. It's not here, but who cares? And then from Wusa over here. Wusa. And then from Wusa we're gonna go to Cast, who has a speed restriction and height description. And then from Cast we're gonna go to ANF on 11A, this one. So we are good there, right? Then we move to approach and to the 7 left ILS, right? Here we have the localizer, which in this case is 109 point And we also had a board dolphin 113.9. 113.9. Okay, so we have a board, so we have a localizer. So now, after we reach FB and FS, we're going to Otion. Sorry. Where is Otion here? Where is Otion? Where is Otion? There is no Otion here. Where is the Otion? Otion, Sylvie. Ah, okay, so Otion. I can see the Otion. Otion here, right? I can see it. Otion is actually not here. So Otion is not here. Bon finishing D. Hade is not here as well. Rods, I think it is here. Yeah, it is actually here. So Rods, it has like a 3,000 feet, 6,000 feet, and a speed of 210, right? And then it goes to Sidun, and then he should go to Vashon, and then sorry, just turn off the camera. Vashon, right? And then from Vashon he should go to Akler. Yeah, I think we are good. We are actually good with everything. So the, how to say it, basically the, how we can say that, the I don't remember the keyword, bro. The I don't remember the keyword where you can actually land and you have to go back to the ILS again. I don't remember. Reject takeoff? No, it's not reject takeoff, it's go around guys. It's 4,000 feet. So that's the go around over there, and I think at this moment we are pretty good. So now I'm gonna fix the runway 7 left, right? And we're gonna be having from the 7 miles nautical miles, 10 and 5. Okay, so we're good to go. We are indeed good to go. Right. And let me go back to here because we need to see, for example, there's the radar. We should try to see this sensor, which is 132.2. Let me go back here and 132.2. Great, and the tower, just to have it in mind, is 118.3. Okay. So now, knowing that, I think we're good. Let's just turn off this. Anti-collision winds. Well, So now, guys, we are about to contact center. Once we just pass this this waypoint called depth BRL, there we should try to basically go down. Another thing that I want to do is basically to go back to this one, because one of the things that just caught my attention is that the top of the descent is kind of close to the runway, right? It's like 100 nautical miles away. Pull up. So here, where are we? Here in Wallap, we should have, as you can see here in Wallap, we should be above 240, below, sorry, 240. So basically we only want to have like, I don't know, what is this, 30 miles in order to reach that. That's gonna be kind of, let's see, because I truly believe that the Miami Center is gonna tell us some kind of instructions, and I think that they're gonna they basically gonna give us information to descend before the top of the descent. Okay, so yeah, let's just pass these two numbers. Let's go back to this view that is amazing. Let's drink some water. And here we go, guys. We should be arriving. This is from the Volanta tool, right? We should be arriving in the next 40 minutes. 40 minutes, more or less. The Miami Atis, this is something important. There is a great visibility. We are gonna be, our heading is gonna be 273, if I'm not wrong. But it's so important that the wind is basically going 350 degrees, and is basically soft. We will have some clouds at flight level 200 and at flight level 250. Okay. Beards in both all act read back all short. There is some beards in there, so let's give it a try. This is so important. This is actually something that we just did, and it's to establish the gate, right? So as you can see here, we're gonna be arriving from this, right here. This is the 76 left, so we're gonna be arriving here, and here we should try. We're gonna consume, as we saw before, basically all the runway. So we are gonna to be, let me just write that. We are gonna to take basically the Zulu exit. The Zulu exit. We should try to take the Zulu exit, or the M2, as you can see here, exit. So here basically he shoots the ground of the tower should say something like go through Mike, N, Mike, N4, and to the gate. I don't know why, but I can't actually see the gates. So So it is not good to be. He was pretty good at basically establish the runways. Okay. But if I can say something, oh, we actually having an approach, guys. The center is on. Ah, okay, guys. The center, as you can see, the center is off, and at the same time, the everything is off in Miami. So let me click on here at ATF 118 300. One A 30, and we have to descend to Whoop. It was the name Hola 340. 340. Epic. But as I was saying, this is the 7-6 left. So I'm just going to go park into D41. Okay, D41. Let me write that. D41. That's gonna be, well, first of all, now that we know that there is no basically not ground, no tower, we should take the Zulu's exit, right? So taxi via left, Zulu exit, Zulu, then we go to Mike, right? Then we go to Mike, then N, Mike, this is the J, right? Mike, Jake, and we just take the Jake to Jake 1. Let me just double check right now. So we're gonna we exit to the runway in Zulu, then we take a left turn to Mike, then we expect the J, and here we just take the right position, right, to reach J1. In J1 we're gonna be heading to the left, right, and in order to enter, as you can see here, to the gate, and here should be the gate D1. What's the gate? D41. Okay. D41. And I think that's it for now. I'm gonna just leave it like this. Go ground again. And here I'm just gonna, well, basically this is not important. Approach 7 left. It is way more important to have. Okay. So okay, guys, we're gonna be start descending on I don't know. Let me see. Let me take a look at the data. Data. Here we should be reaching this point in, basically, we're gonna be reaching the top of descent in more or less 15 minutes. We're gonna go here. Yeah. Well, not 15 minutes, sorry, in 17 minutes. Okay. 70 minutes. Here, this is in place. This is in place. Replace. Yeah. 70 minutes from now. Well, I think that 16 minutes from now, we're gonna be start deserting. Let me just quickly review. Sorry. Let me review WhatsApp note here. I'm back in business. Let's see if we are actually descending. No, we are still far away from everything. Let me click on the. See, here is there is someone there, but yeah, it seems that there is no one now in Miami. Okay. So once we are descending, I think that we should be good to basically to switch the traffic. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Wall up. We are gonna be start descending a lot. Okay. Okay, guys, that's one of the things that just kind of holding my attention right now, because as you can see here, this is the top of the sand, and in Wallap we should be below, in Wallap, as you can see here, we should be below 240. So those are like 3 kilometers or 12,000 feet that we need to go down like crazy, you know. Should go down like crazy. So I think that the best option here, let's just reach in by, right? And when we were here, I'm just going to start with a vertical speed and to calculate to be on wall up in more than 240. Okay, I think that's the way to do it. That's the best way to do it. Just trust me, you'll be fine. When I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. Another version of me was in it. Then we back to the end of begins. You take the man out of the city, not the city of the man. You take the man out of the city, not the city of Cincinnati. You take the man out of the. That's a huge plane over there. Oh, it was a 4747 going there, guys. I think that I still can see it. Let me just give me 1 second. Okay, guys, we're almost there. Ooh, we are almost there. Let me eat some papitas. Okay. We're good now, guys. Now we're good to go to the Miami. We're gonna go to Miami. Okay, everything seems to be working as expected. What is that? Okay. Okay. So now, guys, let's switch to the Miami traffic. Miami traffic, Air Canada 999, descending flight level 240 to intercept ILS runway 27 left.
Miami traffic, American 2494 on the upwind runway 26 left, departure Maynard 3, sir.
Bueno, gente, ¿confiamos en el avión o no confiamos en el avión? Yo no confío en el avión. Cuando estemos a 20 millas, a 30 millas de Mogi, comenzamos a descender. ¿Listo? You want to know the interesting part about this plane that in real life, right? The 747 that just passed above me and like just 10 minutes ago. That 747, you know what is the final, the arrival for that specific plane right now? You guessed, Miami. He's actually going to Miami. So we are 40 nautical miles left. I think that, you know, guys, I'm gonna trust. Okay, we are gonna trust. But the top of descent is 20 miles away, and let's just trust. Just go back to the normal speed now, and I think that we're good to go. Let's trust in this plane. If we see that, oh my god, look at this, the gear speed. We are going just faster right now. There are a lot of clouds. There is a plane below to us, as you can see here, and it seems like he's trying to intercept the ILS as well, the approach. Let me see which plane is that. Yeah, he is gonna be doing the same thing. It says 337, guys. This can be kind of hard. Because he is not saying anything, and right now the only runway that is actively just for arrivals is basically the 26 left. So he probably is gonna be some kind of a problem to us. I hope he don't, but let's just go start basically descending. Yeah, we're good. Now we should start descending in 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, guys, we are now descending. We have reached the top of descent, and as you can see here, seems like the is like just taking the right position. Miami is actually there. I don't know if we can see the plane, the Airbus 330. He should be here, but you can see him. He should be below the clouds or in the clouds, something like that. But he was here in just now. He is indeed passing through Collab. Okay, he's passing through Collab. Look at him. Look at him right here. We can be below 280 now, but it seems like he's actually going pretty low, guys. He is going in a ground speed of 378, and I'm going in a well, in a
traffic, a lot of different ground charlie backing on me, 26 left, yeah, literally left.
LFL, I don't know what is that. LFL, what is that company? Because I'm planning to talk to him, but because he's going pretty low, pretty low, and there is no air restrictions until Gelde right now, and I don't know why is he going that low, guys. LFL. Level. He is actually not. He is not in the Miami traffic. He is in uniform. Oh my god. He should be there. He actually should be there. I don't know if I should go to direct to another waypoint, because actually he is kind of bothering me. You know, that guy is just, he should not be. No, we are gonna at that fast that we are going right now. Okay, we are descending our speed right now, so let's see if that helps. If that helps. Okay. I'm just trying to descend at the same speed, or kind of close to that speed, because he is actually here. He is in flight level 100, guys. Now I think that what I'm gonna be doing is to go straight away to Beans. Okay, guys, this is actually something that I don't know if I can do it, but in order to don't collide this guy, I think that's the best option right now. He's going pretty good low, pretty low, guys. But I'm actually descending the speed as well, so he has somehow priority. If we just, he has some kind of priority to be the first guy on the airway, but he's basically not in the, basically here. Okay. Woo. Let's just go here.
Miami traffic, a lot of people on the Charlie crossing, runway 26 right threshold, altitude 11.
Now I think that we are kind of at the same position. Yes, it's 170. We're increasing our speed. Let me just pull this, because if we just increase our speed, this guy is gonna be, oh my god, I don't know exactly what to do in this situation, guys. You know what I'm be doing is basically to force to be a slow this moment. Such a shame, if you ask me, because that guy should be on the frequency, but I don't blame on him, because I was in the same situation like 2 weeks ago. I didn't know at that moment that I should be on the traffic or the CTAF frequency if there is no one controlling, you know. If there is no one controlling, and it seems like he is going to the same runway.
Miami traffic plus, Bravo Charlie taking off on 826 left.
Ahí están despegando
Miami
tus...
traffic, number 470 Papa Juliet is going to be lining up behind the departing traffic 26 left Miami.
Six left. The good news is that there is only 3 planes arriving to Miami, and this plane is gonna be basically landing the next following minutes, right? So I think that my only problem is this guy over here. Okay, but I'm kind of getting separate from him, because now I'm going too slow. I should go, at this point I should go to 280, and now we're going to 260 and descending, which is F in the chat. But all just for not having some problems. Yeah, there is no one arriving. This guy is arriving, actually. Yeah, this guy is actually arriving. Oh my gosh. But I think that he's kind of far away from us. This guy is arriving, but he's not coming to our same to this airport, to Miami airport, right? Let me just release the parking brake. And now I think that I will go direct to 8 above 8. Let me switch
Hey,
this.
Miami traffic number 470 Papa Juliet's going to be departing your runway 26 to the left, Miami.
26 left. Oh my gosh. Let me go back to the Attis, because why is the people departing from the same? Oh my gosh. Why is the people departing from the same?
And Miami traffic for lot is 25 Mike Tango, going to be landing to be at the departure traffic 26 left, Miami.
Let me go to KMIA. Okay, so the departure, okay, the departing runway is gonna be 26 to, what is the arrival? Landing. Okay, the good news is that, as you can see here on the charts, right? As you can see here on the charts, the 7 left and the 7 right runway are basically one besides another, right? They are pretty close to each other, right? So if there is someone basically arriving to here, I should go directly on runway 26 right.
And Miami traffic for lot is 25
Okay.
Mike Tango will be departing 26 left out to the east of Miami.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. Now we are actually in.
And Miami for lot is 25 Mike Tango will be departing to the west, not to the east, for lot Miami.
Miau. Siempre comienzan a hacer miau como gatos, man. Why is the people doing that? Doing like a cat. So now, guys, as you can see, we are pretty separate from the 737. Well, it's not actually a 737. It's a Airbus 330. He's going a long way, if you ask me, because he came actually from Spain. So he basically went through all the North Atlantic Ocean, as I'm seeing here. So he's basically flying for around 11 hours or something like that, or 10 hours. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, no, that's not him.
Miami traffic, American 7633, heavy on 5 miles from runway 30.
Where's the? Okay, he should be below to us. As we always do, I can see him. Just watch out, guys. We are going pretty slow, but gosh, look at these guys. There are a lot of. This is basically the Miami airports, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, that's the Miami airport over there. No. It can be. It has to be this one over here. And as you can see here, there is another airport here, another airport here, in another airport here. Oh my god. Here we should be descending this speed to 245. Okay. There's a plane there, but it is kind of weird because I can actually see that plane, bro. I should be able to see the plane, but it is kind of weird because I can see him. He should be in this line, as you can see here. He is like not too far away from me. Okay, guys, let's establish the landing.
Traffic American 2077 will be taxiing to runway
160. Okay. 1600. Let's just pass the last 10 miles.
Miami traffic, Darley 29 Echo November is inbound for the ILS from weight 26 left, 20 track mile, Miami.
Sorry, you said 26 left?
Affirm from Darley 29 Echo November.
Okay, because there is a Airbus 330 almost on final for the runway. I think it is 27 left. He's not actually on the frequency, but just to let you know, guys.
That's copy, thanks for about, we're at 20 miles out still, so keep it out there, thank you.
Roger. No, no está casi en final, pero ya casi, míralo, es que está acá. Este es el final. Y no está en la frecuencia por lo que yo veo acá, miren. Yo puedo ver acá quién está en la frecuencia, o sea, mira. Este es nuestro querido avión, y si se dan cuenta, mira, no. Ahí sí está en la frecuencia, ya cambió. Ahí sí está, ya está en la frecuencia, mala mía. Tuve que revisar antes, pero ya cambió. No, excelente. Ahí ya va a hablar con todos, gente. Excelente que ya esté en la frecuencia. Vamos a volver al Lex. Ya nos vamos a concentrar nosotros. Godai. Tenemos que ir a Godai con 130. Vamos a reducir un poco la velocidad, gente. Esto de hecho vamos a reducirla muchísimo porque se nos subió mucho la velocidad, by the way. Vamos a aprender esto. Vamos a bajar.
Traffic, American 2077 will be 26 left, 2 left, Miami.
Ese que habló creo que es él. Perfecto. Vamos a poner flaps 1 entonces, gente, para generar esa resistencia que necesitamos. Y acá, importante, ojo, porque tenemos que estar en 210. Básicamente tenemos que estar a 210. El man ya nos confirmó que va a nuestra misma... vamos a ir lento. Necesito ir lento, gente. Vamos a bajar de una vez, de hecho, a 10. Esto, gente. Y vamos a poner flaps 5 para generar más resistencia. Vamos a ir lento porque él, si bien está lejos de nosotros... miren, ahí está. Este sí es el aeropuerto de Miami. Acá está Miami Beach. Qué bonito. Yo fui a Miami Beach, no quiero picármelas, pero solo he ido una vez. Yo no he bajado nunca, gente, que lo sepan. I don't know why I'm talking in Spanish right now. Now I just realized that I'm talking in Spanish.
Darley 29 Echo November, turning finals runway 26 left, 14 miles, Miami.
Oh my gosh. 6 left. Who is that guy, bro? Who is the guy that just stuck there? 6 left. Vamos a darle tiempo. Let's give him some time. Let's give it some time. So we are gonna just slow down a little bit, guys, because
Miami traffic, Darley 29 Echo November, established ILS 26 left, 11 miles, Miami traffic.
Took 6 left. Okay. Traffic, American 2077, still rolling 26 left, not Miami 1800. We'll be switching over to Unicorn final call.
American 999, I'm gonna be in final for runway 26 left in about 3 minutes. Yo voy I'm just slowing down just a lot, to be honest. because as you can hear on the radio, on the frequency, there are like 2 more people. I think that this guy is actually, as you can see here on final, he is in the last waypoint, right there, right? And basically, I think that there is one more guy trying to land in that
Miami
runway.
traffic, Darley 29 November, short finals from 26 left 12 miles. Miami traffic.
26 left. 26 left. But I think that guy is actually the guy that just said something. I think that's the guy for the 377. So now I think we're good. Now I think we're good, and we are good to establish the ILS. As you can see here, now we have the traffic inside, right? And Miami traffic, American 999 on final for runway 26 left, away from the runway about 50 minutes. Okay, no prendimos. We didn't open the lights right now, so we're gonna click on this one, and I think that we are actually good to land, guys. Okay. So now that we're gonna pass this waypoint, now we can go to 270. Gear down and flaps 30. Flaps 50. Sorry. Gear down, guys. Look at the beautiful Miami right there. And I'm gonna be preparing to everything, guys. Okay, I'm gonna start recording, and I'm gonna
2500
cancel this, guys. Wish me the best landing of the light, because it's gonna be the best landing of the light. Let's the volumes go up and enjoy the arrival, guys. Woo. Okay, guys, so now we should descend to 10. Vamos, let's go with the flaps 26. Now we are in flaps in 26. That spoilers are arms. Auto brake is in 1.
Miami traffic, Darley 29 Echo November's vacated, please close.
And guys, let's establish the well, you know what I mean. So now, guys, let's just go with flap 30, guys, and I think we are good to go. Have all the lights turned on, and basically, guys, we're gonna be landing in the next minutes, more or less. Okay, let me just be focused at this moment, at these fading moments, and I'm just going to. No! Oh my God! My dog wants. Go! Okay, guys, now I'm ready. So,
1000
autopilot off, and the auto throttle is off as well. Okay. Now we are just. The wind is just amazing. There is no actually wind, as you can see here. So we are gonna be Miami traffic, American 99, Air Canada 999 landing. Break 326 left. Okay. Okay, we are
400
Just let it down. Let him touch the ground. Okay.
200.
You're pretty good, guys. It's gonna be the great landing ever.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Verse on and center line. Center line. We are in the center line, guys. Descel. Oh my god, guys, that was indeed a great landing. I think that was the landing that I was looking for a long time. So now let's go back to this exit over here, right? Which I think it is the Zulu exit. Let's see. Well, it's not the, yeah, it is actually the Zulu exit. Yeah. Miami traffic, Air Canada 999, doing taxi via Zulu Mike Django 1. Okay. Released. This can go up, and this one. So now, guys, we are actually in Mike, so we can go left here, left turn here to search for the Django. Go to the Django. This is N. Okay, guys, that was actually a pretty good approach. If you notice, that was a pretty good landing. Oh my god, I'm in, and I'm not in Mike, guys. I'm not in Mike. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just give it a try here. Mike, I'm not in Mike, but I think that I can just continue. Oh my god, let's go flaps. And I think that we can actually looking for here. Yay. This is JJ, so the next exit should be basically Django. Okay, we are gonna be having Django, and finally, guys, here this is Django. This is been our exit to the gate. So Django, and then we should try to go for Django 1, as we saw before. This is Django. Django 1 is this exit, this entrance. Oh my god, guys, I think that was a good one. This one was okay. Django 1, and we said that we're gonna go to the runway, to the gate 41. Okay. The gate 41 should be one of them, but one of those at the back. Okay, there is no one here, so that's always a good point. So this is Django 1. So Air Canada from Toronto. We are back in business, guys. I can actually read the numbers. Let's see if we can read the numbers once we just reach this left side over here, because I would like to go to the 41 gate as well as it. Basically all the papers. I think that we weren't able to do it, but if I should guess, I would say that this one over here is. Let me just quickly review that. I think it should be one of these. Let me go back to the radar, because I truly believe that it is actually this one over here. It is actually this one. I'm here on. Oh my god! Oh, it was this one. I think it is this one. See, guys. Let's see if we are. No, bro. This is actually the D36. That one was the 41, bro. Well, we were so close. We were so close, guys. Welcome, guys, to Miami. Look at this. So this one was the 36, and this one here was the 41, which is actually besides. Oh my gosh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Let's skip basically the VATSIM ride, and let's go back to our normal configuration. In this case, let's go back to flaps 30. Flaps 30. Spoilers arm. Landing lights off, and bro, let's just review the landing rate. It was 335. It was actually a tough landing, but it was. I just love. Let's just see. Let's just see. Oh my gosh. The approach was amazing. The final was amazing. The landing was good, but it can be actually better. Here we go, guys. Final. Oh, Jesus, bro. We were actually on the center line. Oh, this one just was better than I thought. Let's see this. This view over here is kind of great because you can actually see the wheels, you can actually see the engines, and you can actually see the whole views. Let me just turn off my camera just in order to see everything good. The approach was epic, bro. If you see, well, we were actually this approach was with no winds. If you saw, there was not actually winds on this landing, so that's why I just barely just move, you know. We're almost there. Now that you have that, now that is that specific sound, that makes me think about it. Let's see this approach over here. Look at the Miami downtown at the background. But I'm very happy to this landing. To be honest, I'm very happy to this landing because, well, yeah. Basically, it was a pretty good approach. It was a pretty good landing. We just made some mistake at the first part of the flight, right? But excluding that, it was a pretty good landing. The landing was tough, was kind of, yeah. But well, I'm just very happy. I'm just very happy, guys. I think that I should try to, at least for now, I should try to rotate the plane when he says 30 instead of 20, because as you can see there, I just did the rotation in 20 and it was tough. Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. But I love it. I love it. I don't care. It was tough. Let's see this. Let's see this image. This site over here. I think this is the first time that I just don't have any kind of wind while I'm just landing, which is kind of weird. It is kind of weird. For me, it was kind of perfect. This approach, this landing. I know that I still need a lot of things to improve, but okay, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this flight. It was the longest flight for now recorded on a streaming, right? And it was perfect. It was perfect. We were here for around 4 hours, and I just can say that it was perfect. I'm gonna save this record because for me it was. I like it. I like it, basically. So let me just click on this one. They go to Bolancha here, and just click. Let's just click on end flight. Where is the end flight? Here. Here. So let's just click on end flight, and here we go. It was a great. I just love it. Here's the whole picture. Okay, guys, see you on the next time. And the next time I think it's gonna be again it's gonna be the streaming in Spanish. So